Hey guys, Cookie38 here, and we're back with more Star Wars Age of Rebellion. So we're without Andy and Connie this week. So we're a bit down in numbers, but we'll try and make do. So because Andy isn't here, the top left today is actually Will.
Right.
I mean,
That's the worst spot, Will.
I mean, the bottom right is the best spot because that's where I am for me anyway.
I think you'll find that's where I am right now. I am both the top left and the bottom right.
and then in the bottom left today is Michael.
Yeah, that's the best
Yeah,
spot.
fuck you, bitch.
in the top centre today is Jacob.
Well,
And Jesse. Can't forget Jesse, an important part of the combo.
Shit.
And then in the bottom centre today is Dannielle.
Yeah.
And the only person who hasn't changed spots today is Adam.
hello.
He's always in the top right for me. So, recap of what happened last week. The most one-sided fight I think I've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
Rocky
Roll
with
the
Diego was
thing. yeah.
I
Walking.
ran a load of guys over.
Yeah. It was like 3 people in the end, that was it.
Yeah. 10-4. I drove into 3 guys, and I'm pretty sure I then drove into another one. And then hit the crate.
Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 of them got out of the way though, so they were not gutted. Okay. Then saved civilians, found out about the base, took the rebels there, they're happy, you've left. Oh, and by the way, what equipment did you all claim as your
yeah.
free bit of equipment?
I got.
Oh, I forgot about that.
armor, I
Same.
think.
I also forgot.
Yeah, I think everyone forgot about that, really.
No, I got like plated armor. or something.
Everyone forgot about that, Will.
No, I'm pretty certain. Who the fuck is it?
Right. Oh, I should point out, just because Jacob requested his to look like this, the armor the laminate armor that Jacob got looks like old Clone Wars armor.
Yeah.
He's
That's my
basically
thing.
a clone trooper now. A very tall.
Apart from the
clone trooper.
helmet.
Apart from the helmet. But yeah, he,
I've got that old pilot's helmet with a big hole in it.
which one?
The Imperial one. The Imperial pilot helmet.
Are you on about the ace
The
guy
one that I
who
shot.
you fucking one shot? Alright, so you've got his helmet and basically like phase. He's got like phase armor.
Did it fix the hole in the head, or is it still there?
No,
think
he's
it's still
choosing
broke.
to wear the helmet, which is proven to be demonstrably useless.
No, I'm not going to wear that because that would raise a lot of questions that our guns don't already raise.
and that your clone trooper armor now doesn't also raise
Mm,
He's just an avid collector.
yeah,
of illegal stuff.
I mean that is true.
of illegal stuff.
I'm not gonna lie.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So you can just have a quick look through the things for the course of it. So where we left off, you guys were just setting off to go to Polis Massa. By the way, Dannielle, because I didn't do it last week because I knew I'd forget. So could you do me an astrogation check at 1 difficulty, please?
Yeah.
With a boost, because it's a rebel base that you're going to. Oh yeah, yeah. You managed to not only plot a good course, you can cut off a lot of time. So because you're at Buffway at the moment. And you're going down to. I keep losing the damn thing. Oh, there it is. You're going down to the Polis Massa system down here. So to get there, you're going to basically go back the exact way you came to Eriadu, and then from there, just take another route down to get to Polis Massa. You reckon that you know of some shortcuts, so you don't have to follow the hyperspace routes, so you can cut across pretty much from, rather than having to go down from Bothan and then up there and then all the way down. You know a route where you can just cut basically. There we are. We can just go straight from Bothan to Eriadu to save a chunk of time. So you know, you reckon about because of the shortcut, 3.5 days to get there, as opposed to what would have been at least 5, 6.
Nicely done.
So cool. And so, So, are you guys wanting to talk about anything on the way over, or should I just skip to when you arrive in system?
I didn't think I even anything to talk about.
Nope. Alrighty then. So after about 3.5 days, you arrive in the Polis Massa system. Now, the system itself is just a series of, like, various size, like, asteroids and things like that. The larger, more stable asteroids are where the native Polis Massans, if that's how you pronounce the plural version of them,
Massy? Sai?
Maybe.
and the natives inhabit the larger asteroids. They build like facilities on those asteroids. And officially, Polis Massa is neutral. The natives are neutral to everything that's going on, but they do help the rebellion somewhat, and hence why there's a rebellion base here. So now, because of the dense asteroid field, you have had to jump into the edge of the system. You couldn't, unfortunately, you couldn't jump straight to the base, so you have to traverse through the asteroid field. But it's not particularly hard to do it, as long as you keep eyes out for any, asteroids that are loose and floating around.
Yeah, if you don't fly with your eyes closed like a dickhead.
Basically,
Alright.
yeah, basically, just don't fly with your eyes closed and you're good. So,
Shazam was saying, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Fucking rocks everywhere.
So, as you're flying along, could I have you all make me a perception check at 2 difficulty, please? Okay, so, Roller and Taylor, the sharpshooters, obviously. The guys who need to be able to see well at long distances. You guys don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Kuta, Fel, and Azana, you notice what seems to be like a very small, like almost like debris field off to like the side. And Azana, you realise they look like potentially remains of some X-Wings and Y-Wings, as well as a larger transport vessel.
Well, there's been a battle. Looks like we've lost.
Maybe we should lead the rebellion, guys. Fuck these guys.
We might be a bit late.
Let's just be a bit careful going through here.
Possibly.
Agreed.
Okay, now, Azana only, because you're the only one who kind of really... Actually, no, Azana, Fel, and Kuta, I want you guys to make another perception check at 4 difficulty. But Azana, you are going to get a boost die. Oh boy!
Hey. Wait, what? Did I click that?
1, 2, 3.
Wait, what?
Did I not go through?
Crap.
You did another one at 2 difficulty, Will.
I never... I turned it up, but I never clicked off of the thing, so I didn't know.
Right, well, Will, if you just roll 2 difficulty dice separately, we'll just add that result of those onto what you've got.
Yeah.
What am I rolling, sorry? It cut out, you said Azana.
Perception.
Right,
Yeah, I
perception,
know, but-
4 difficulty, but you get a boost die.
One-
It did exactly the same
You-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boost die, blue dice. Boost, yeah, fucking hell. But what it's doing is it's fucking spiking my ping a bit whenever do it. It's like I'm trying to give you information. It's like, no, fuck off.
I have terrible perception.
Okay, so Kuta,
I ended up with
so
one
Kuta,
success.
you're a little spooked, so you don't notice anything. Fel and Azana, you get the distinct impression that you're being watched.
Oh,
And Fel, you think, actually, no, Will, I want to drag you into another chat with this one.
Yep.
Alright, be right back. Alright, so you swear out of the corner of your eyes you were looking around, keeping your head in a swivel. You swear that you saw what appeared to be an outline of a ship. Not part of the debris field, but like an outline of a ship. You couldn't get much. You couldn't get much information. You couldn't see it that clearly before it just seemed to completely disappear. You look back in that direction, it's not there anymore. Sorry. Sorry about that, Mum just came in.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you think you've spotted something, but when you look there again, it's not there anymore.
Am I aware of the existence of stealth generators or some shit?
It's probably not something that someone from your... Because you're part of the army, not the navy.
Yeah.
So it's not something that you would really know about. You've probably heard rumours, but you've got no idea
Okay.
whether those rumours are true or not.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let us go back. Hello?
Ew.
Hello.
You call me crazy. I think I just saw a ship over there.
You're
Hmm.
crazy.
Like, there's
No,
nothing there right now.
I agree
Oh,
with
grand.
Angel here. I feel like something's watching.
Like it was there, but it wasn't.
There but wasn't.
It's invisible?
I mean, if that was a thing,
I
don't
don't
be
know.
ridiculous.
There's such
Kind of
thing as an
invisible
invisible
thing.
ship. I want one. Maybe I can mod my ship.
Obviously. But there was definitely something over there. Maybe.
Well, look,
Pointing at the fucking cockpit.
It's like,
I just realised that
You're gonna look over at me, and I'm like,
looking at your cockpit.
Hmm. Right, so something ship.
Are you pointing toward where the battle was?
Phil is
Am I?
pointing in that direction, yeah. In that kind, not directly at it, but in that general direction.
You just press on the Phil, have you turned your mic off?
what the fuck are you talking about? I turned my mic. There's a fucking. Oh. I think I turned my mic off.
Okay then, so
Phil's got anger issues.
what do we do now?
I mean,
Yes.
you know where the rebel base is, so
Yeah, but if we feel like we're being watched, I don't know if we
David.
wanna
Yeah. Gonna follow us to
straight
rebels.
in.
Yeah.
You know, beacons flashing, heading to the rebel base.
Hmm.
Can we scan the area?
We could try and outmaneuver them, but I doubt any of you could do that.
Yeah,
That
some
sounds like a
swerve,
challenge.
almost crash into fucking
I
Cathar.
like it.
First one to crash the planet loses.
With the like bumpers, I take my foot off the brake too sudden. Take my foot off the clutch and just fucking slam into the back of Tyler.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was in gear.
Weird spaceship that's working on wheels.
Right. So what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I think we should have a scout around.
Probably.
Hmm.
I just feel observed.
Mm.
You know, general practice is not to fucking come waltzing in.
Just go flying into the area. I hope nothing comes out.
Mm.
You know, whole lot of destroyed rebel ships, and we're like, yeah, let's put the sat-nav in for fucking Rebel Base 2.
Yeah, if we just go a roundabout way. Probably a quick search and go for a roundabout. Go for a roundabout. Go.
Take scenic route. Swing by taking a roundabout.
Do you have to give way to the asteroid to the right?
Just wait for it to pass. You slow.
Come on, I don't want to go to it. I'd like to get onto this asteroid roundabout at some point. Here, gap! Some bastard asteroid just cuts you off while you're on the roundabout. What the fuck?
Some little asteroid comes
instead of
skipping
honking-
on, and you're like, you totally missed the light. You know, or you pointedly ignore the fire that you totally.
It's because you're in a starfighter, instead of honking your own, it's fire the blasters. You fucking asteroid! Pew 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 pew! That'll teach you to get my way, bitch.
A little more intense.
Yeah, a bit more intense. Hey, I've got road rage, what can I say? Even though I don't drive.
But yeah, I feel like we should fly around.
Hmm.
So, in relation to where you think you saw the thing fell, how roundabout is roundabout if you're having a quick look in the area before going off?
Oh, you know, to the moon and back.
We could all go in different directions, but I don't think you could all find your way back.
Sounds like a bad idea.
I guess it's split up.
Yes, there's something got destroyed all those rebel ships. Let's split the party so we're easier targets.
No, I meant
You
like
just drift
five
past
to
your
speed
view.
off all in different directions.
So you just like you see me drift past your cockpit because I've stalled it. You see me
Kinda
like,
like
come on.
banging on, but you see us out.
No,
you see
no,
us
you
like
see
a
like
flash,
the-
just bang on the glass like.
You see like the front lights just dim, then come back on, dim, then come back on, dim, then come back on. When he's trying to restart it.
The engines are trying to kick me, and I'm just sort of like, fucking, you fucking little bastard, come on!
You just like waving to us out like.
Put my hazards on.
Call for space here.
But yeah, so I'm thinking, I don't know how big space is. Pretty large, isn't it? So, you know, if we're here and the battle thing's here and base is somewhere over here, we're gonna do like quick reconnoiter the battle area in the area we're in before we at least fuck the base.
Hmm.
The quadrant? I don't know. What's the space term?
Parsec, I think they say in Star Wars, don't
Yeah.
Sector.
The parsec. Sector. Yeah, sector works, but is sector like a really big one?
Yeah,
I think they're very big. I think
yeah.
sectors can have like multiple solar systems.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we shouldn't patrol the entire.
Yes.
That might be a little above our pay grade.
At least we're above the pay grade.
Come back a few days later and go, where are you going? We went to explore this sector.
Okay, so you're gonna go. So you're gonna just go in the general vicinity of where that happened, but not directly into the middle of it, and see what you can see. Basically, is what I'm getting.
Yeah. I mean, have these things got scanners on them?
Basic scanners, yeah. It's you should be able to detect any. You should be able to detect any ships.
Right, I'm just gonna keep pinging the scanner.
Right.
The long question here is
Keep your eyes on the road.
I mean, you keep picking up you and everyone else. You're not picking up anything else in the parsec.
Hmm.
No, I still ain't happy with this. Someone, if I've not already got it on, flick the stealth thing.
Oh, so you're flicking the stealth system, so only your engines work at the moment.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna tell everybody else that's what I'm gonna do. As well. Keep disappearing.
Well, no, because you don't go invisible. You just go off sensors. You
Yeah,
go
I know,
off
but I mean, people would be presumably when dark.
That's absolutely fine. So as you get closer to the area, I want everyone to make a perception check at 4 difficulty. Fell, you get a boost die.
Okay.
Oh, you
I
succeeded.
succeed.
Didn't fucking need it. Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So let's see what we got. So yeah, Azana and Rolo see nothing. Kuta, Fell, and Talon, you swear you're being watched, but you can't pinpoint. You can't pinpoint who's watching you, where it's coming from. You just get the feeling like you're being watched.
Hmm.
Oh, it's freaky, Phil. Now I feel like I'm being watched.
Hmm.
You can't hear you, I've got the stealth systems on.
You can't even communicate with yourself.
No. Basic short-range communication between yourselves and your engines are fine. It's like your weapons and your shields and shit that go down.
Alright. We're scouting at each other through the window.
And
I know, right?
And just for shits and giggles, I want everyone to now make me a 3 difficulty cool check.
Wait.
I mean, you
Instead
say
of-
for shits and giggles. Pretty short start in combat.
No.
I was gonna say, instead of shouting through the cockpit, you just got cup and string between each fire, just shout through them.
The strings like just like we close the cockpit on it. It just set off in tandem.
Old but
Is it-
effective at suffocating yourself.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so what a cool check. Is that with difficult or not?
3 difficulty.
Where's cool? Oh, there.
Okay, so
we roll
because you all failed, Until you have a moment to collect, you all feeling a bit unnerved with the thought of being watched. So, for the time being, so for the time being, everyone is going to suffer a setback die to all future piloting, perception, vigilance, and gunnery checks.
Piloting is going to be good.
And let's see. So Rolo, Fel, and Talon, you suffer 1 strain on your person, and Azana, you suffer 3.
3, Jesus Christ.
1 for each of the disadvantages.
Oh, damn.
Looking around that much, we strain ourselves.
That included me, didn't it?
No, you do not, because you had no. Although you failed the check, you get the setback, but you don't take the strain, because you got advantage rather than disadvantage, so you're good.
Did I?
At least in that regard.
Yeah.
I was the other one that got disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're all a bit unnerved, and it's straining a few of you.
But I guess we're flying to the base, right?
Yes, so.
Which is definitely going to be there and be totally fine.
Alright, so anything else you guys want to do in the area before you head towards the base?
Could we do 2 hyper jumps? Just out of curiosity.
You would have had to, because you would have done one between Bothawui and Eriadu.
No, she means now.
No, I mean, I do another one. So, because if someone's following us, right, we hyper jump and then immediately hyper jump somewhere else. It'll be incredibly hard for them to follow, is my thinking.
Right.
So, two hyper jumps, in like one in like a vague direction and then one in another direction.
Oh, so you mean like one like out of the system, then back into the system kind of thing?
No, I mean like go to where we want to go, right?
Yes.
But instead of doing a straight line, do like a diagonal that way, and then quickly do another diagonal that way.
Yeah.
So they think we're going that way. We're actually going that way.
Yeah. With hyperspace, it's hard in the Star Wars universe to do in-system hyperspace jumps, especially in a system like this, which is a lot of asteroids and debris fields and things like that. You're very likely to like hit something and blow up, basically. Flying in one direction and then turning and flying in another direction to actually go to the base, that's perfectly doable. That's fine. You can
Yeah, but that doesn't get rid of them, does it?
Well, it depends if they follow you.
I mean, they are.
Depends if there's anything there to follow you.
Is the whole system to the base asteroids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It is a giant asteroid field, basically. This part of the system, at the very least, is a giant asteroid field.
Okay.
I mean, it's the safest
Right
place for
idea
the
was
base
that.
to be. Level High Command, because it's the safest place. Right.
Well, that was my idea.
Yes, sorry, so in-system hyperspace jumps are just ridiculously difficult to pull off without something fucking up. To put it bluntly.
Okay.
Yeah, so what do people want to do? Rather than all 6 of us sitting here in silence.
So it's either have a loop around the planet and then get back onto the asteroid. Because I'm assuming there's a planet nearby.
No, it's an asteroid spotting it.
At least this
Polis
part.
Massa's just an
At least this part of the system is just basically like a massive asteroid field. I'm actually not sure if there are any planets in the Polis Massa system. There probably are, but for the purposes of the mission, it's nowhere near if there are.
Polis Massa is an asteroid field.
Is it literally just an asteroid field?
Yeah. At some point, Polis Massa was a planet, probably. Until it was destroyed by a mysterious cataclysm.
Called the Death Star, I guess.
No, I think it was a while ago.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I know.
mean,
Yeah, I think you see it in episode 3, don't you? Isn't that where
they're
Kenobi
born
goes
on
at the
Polis
end?
Massa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where Obi-Wan Kenobi goes at the end.
Yeah.
Hmm. So we do a loop around the really big asteroid.
Just loop around the roundabout continuously until we see something.
Just find the
Go
biggest
round
asteroid
again.
we can.
Go round again.
No, I tell you what, we find the biggest asteroid we can, go in, park for a little bit, come back out, do a loop around, then go. So
Park for a little bit.
yeah.
People have been practicing their parking on asteroid maneuvers.
Oh boy. Is that what
Just
you all
find
want to do,
Yes.
Jacob?
Well, if I have any other ideas.
Yeah. Azada? Dannielle? Yeah.
Me? The only other one is fly out the system with the asteroids and then hyperdrive. But apparently that sounds like it's death either way. So
Okay, so you all start heading off. You find the biggest asteroid that you could see, and you just start heading towards it.
Suppose.
Yeah. So by the time you get close to the asteroid, that feeling in back of your mind like you're being watched is more or less gone. You're still a bit shaken by the thought that someone can be looking at you and you won't even know they're there. But you don't have that feeling in the back of your mind like someone's watching you at the moment.
Okay.
I'm more creeped out now.
Well, we just sit on the asteroid for like an hour. Chill out. See if anybody who isn't following us then fucks off and continues to not follow us, and then head to the bed. Just precautions.
Okay.
Excuse me, those of you who are following us, can you not follow us anymore? Can you fuck off? Go on, go there. Look, a space bird.
We just gotta sit and be quiet for a bit. That'll be fine.
Okay, so he's sitting there. Because you're spending a bit more time out and about, can I have everyone do another cool check, please, of 3 difficulty?
Oh wait.
Wow.
well,
Oh, just nothing. You can get nothing.
Yeah.
I probably didn't add up right, but it doesn't matter. I got
Wow.
nothing.
We are
Okay.
cool guys.
Right, so yeah. Everyone failed again, so everyone is going to have an additional black dice to all the formation checks, pilot space, gunnery, perception, things like that.
Wait, I didn't fail.
If you don't get any successes, you fail. You need an uncancelled success to succeed.
But I didn't fail and I didn't succeed, so
There's no such thing as a draw.
Yeah, unfortunately. I know. I
Well, you lose draws.
I was wondering this kind of thing as well, Adam, before the campaign started. What happens on a draw? And I couldn't find anything. The only thing I could find is that a successful check is considered with 1 uncancelled success or more, which means that I can only assume that on a tie situation like that.
Well, on a tie, would you be reroll?
I mean, I'm pretty sure this has happened before. And now we're arguing this point.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just saying. Like, I'm pretty sure I did it earlier.
So everyone fails. So everyone gets an additional setback die for the for party space, perception, vigilance, gunnery, and then Azana and Fel suffers 1 strain to their character.
I thought it'd be so much worse.
It's just the one. It's like I say, it's 1 per uncancelled disadvantage.
Cool. It's the best time to roll for failures.
Yeah. The actual number of failures don't mean jack, and really, just means you got a really bad fucking roll. Jesus Christ. Fuck. What was that? Oh yeah. Okay. So you're all even more unnerved, but you still don't have the feeling in the back of your mind like you're being watched or you've been followed. So you're shaking. You're all kind of visibly shaking a little, but you think you'll be alright, and you don't think you've been followed. You think whoever was watching you before has not bothered to follow you.
Okay.
Right. Just check. Sorry, is everyone in stealth mode?
Yep.
I don't know.
Probably, if the whole point of landing on this asteroid is to lay low.
I mean, I'll turn off my stealth mode and be like, guys, turn on your fucking stealth.
Like I mentioned before, you can do kind of short range communication with each other in
I don't
stealth
do
mode.
that. I'm just like, guys, turn on fucking stealth mode.
Some Connie whiskey. Alright.
Guys, I'm bored. Over.
Yeah. So you've waited there. You think about just over half an hour, and nothing's happened. So you think you're
Okay.
good.
Guys, let's take off.
Okay.
Why is the radio making that noise?
Yeah,
It
it's radio
broke.
breaking.
Shortwave radio.
What, you pull it in your pocket?
No, you guys would know that is not a feature of the radio. That's just Fel making that noise.
You guys are breaking up.
Well, I can see you making that noise. I can see-
Cathar needs dick. Who the hell was that?
Picking up a bit of evidence there.
We're under attack.
I'll just spend the entire hour doing these noises.
Pretty much.
Pass the time somehow.
So you so you set off towards the rebel base, and you get there without further incident. At which point, you guys have never been here, so you don't know how to get into the rebel base. You know roughly where it is, but you don't know where like the secret hangar and shit is. So you'd have to contact someone to find
No one
out.
tell us?
We just fucking stop off in middle of space. Like, I think it's around it. Done?
Someone just pull over, ask for directions.
Who? Now I should point out
Wait 3 weeks for a passing freighter.
on the asteroid the large asteroid that you're near, there is what seems to be some kind of facility on the surface of this asteroid.
I feel like it's probably that.
You would have thought they'd tied it inside the asteroid rather than being on an asteroid.
Good point.
Kind of a glowing neon sign there.
Totally not the rebel base. Don't shoot us, please.
Maybe it's like they're pretending to be a regular just outpost or whatever.
Mm.
But in reality, it's a secret a little bit.
So what are you guys doing? Are you just gonna go land at this facility?
I'll probably see if we get radioed.
Okay. Alright, so who's doing the radio and who wants to do it?
Well, on approach, and then they'll probably radio us.
Yeah. So as
Anyone
Yeah.
but Fel.
Well, as you start approaching the facility, you do hear someone go. Oh fuck, what would it be? So I'm trying to think of the best way to refer to you guys as, because they don't know who you are. Welcome to Research Outpost Gamma. Please state your business and affiliation.
Um,
Do we be like sneaky about this, or do we just like outright say?
Rebel Alliance. At your service.
You just find somehow to sneak Havoc Squad in there.
Affiliation, Havoc Squad.
Our business.
Visiting?
Fuckery.
Our business if you have any guns, please give them to our
Shenanigans.
resident collector. I know he likes Right.
We
Business
specialise
gun
in shenanigans.
Right. Are you actually saying this to them, by the way? Are you actually saying that to them?
No, I'm just hitting
Affiliation
up.
Havoc
I'm just
Squad
hitting up.
business.
I'm hitting up Cooter with the shortwave radio while he's trying to talk to him.
This guy's going, what's that noise coming from your end?
Yes, actually, they do ask that. You need to get your ship seen to.
yes. Stop that. I just flip the switch and mute Fel.
Yeah, that mute's fell for you, not for them.
I'm pointing the shortwave radio at Adam. Cool.
This is where Fel's the only one to see an incoming enemy. Like, Kudo, I'm being serious now.
Once you guys approach without saying who the fuck you are,
Wait, we're still trying to sort out, man. We haven't fully approached. We're in radio range. Not fully going, that's Sprinter on. Oh.
We're just going swarming the base.
yeah, fuck these guys, let's just go land anyway.
No,
Alright.
so on approach still. What was I going to say?
Ask
Research
them
base
how they would-
is a Havoc supply.
Nice.
Havoc supply.
Yeah, this is Havoc.
Havoc Supply Limited.
Havoc
Limited
Supply,
company.
Havoc Supply Limited. Okay, 1 moment, please. You're not in our log for ships that we're expecting. Also, you
spelt
appear
with
to
you.
be in starfighters rather than a freighter.
I'm afraid to.
You know, well, it's not here, young miss.
Wait. Can I just go 1 moment and leave the radio on and go and then start ruffling some papers going. Are we sure we got the right address? Like,
We're looking for like one of our freighters that was passing through, maybe.
yeah.
We're like the reacquisition squad. I don't fucking know.
We're escort. That's it.
That works.
Yeah. We're Havoc Supply Limited, and we're the escort department, and we seem to have lost a freighter. Seen one about?
The story is we lost the freighter we were protecting.
We all stopped up for a cigarette and it kept going.
No, it's not like we arrived to escort a freighter, and it's like, wait. We're in the right place?
We looked at the paperwork and we're like, oh, Malastair. We're at Mandalore. always reread the paperwork.
Right. So are you actually saying that stuff to them? I have to ask.
Yes.
Right. So you say that to him, and he just there's just silence on the other end, and then you see a bunch of defense turrets activate and point up, and they go, "We will ask you one last time. What is your affiliation?"
I mean, they can't
You
follow us.
are
if
in non-standard starfighters. You do not seem like pirates, so I'm going to be more blunt. Are you with the Empire, or are you with the Rebels? Or Rebellion, I should say.
Wrong place, guys.
Is there a snare in his tone when he says rebellion?
Didn't seem to be. Not that you could tell. He's honestly, make a perception check. You do have the setback die for perception checks, unfortunately.
Well, difficulty.
So you got 2 setback die,
The
and
black ones.
it's yes, and 1 difficulty. And you all can make this check if you wish.
Okay. So it's setback die and
2 setback, 1 difficulty. Yeah.
is it perception?
Yes, please. Okay, so Fel, Roller, and Kuta, you have no idea with this guy. You honestly can't tell what's going on. Azana, you could tell that there was a difference when he said Empire and Rebellion, but couldn't tell which way it was, really. Talon, you know that you think that you heard his voice shaking, I'll say shaking a little more when he said Empire, rather than Rebellion. A little more. It's barely noticeable, but you think that'd be the case.
Is that good?
You don't know.
He's shaking when he says Empire, guys. Just tell them we're with rebels. If they start shooting, we'll blow them up.
Rebels. And I say it so fast I got webbles.
Rebels.
We are with the rebels.
We're with the Web Empire.
The Wempire.
I'm with whoever
Nah.
pays me the most money.
And who is that at this present time?
The people I'm working with?
And who are they with?
Rebels.
We're rebels.
Rebels. You're with rebels. Hold one moment.
He's putting on hold.
Shitty rendition of a pop song.
Shoddy service.
Cantina music starts playing.
You just hear the Imperial March going on. After about a minute or so, the guy comes back on and he goes, "What's the name of your squad?"
Havoc.
Havoc
Suppliers.
squad. Sorry, 2 seconds. Put you on hold again, and then
This is the second time they've shot at me. I need compensation for this.
they haven't shot at you. The turrets are still
Yes,
kind of facing
they were
towards-
going to. And they've already shot at me once.
They didn't
They
know
have
who you
still
were with.
fixed that problem.
They didn't know who you were with. They weren't expecting you.
Well, maybe they
Why
should.
did they shoot at you again?
Long story. I'm not explaining to you. Anyway.
Okay, all right. Oh, wow. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
Harsh words.
You take it back off hold, and you hear, because that was the guy's voice, you now hear a woman's voice going, "For God's sake, Havoc Squad,
Well,
you almost caused friendly
What?
fire."
you've done it already. I mean, this isn't anything new. I
God.
want compensation. Jesus, what
I feel like you guys should be giving us like code words or something for when we're
we
going
said
to.
Havoc.
Everyone here is on high alert at the moment, stressed out of their minds, on edge. This is no time to be joking around and lying about who you are,
Nobody
okay?
told us where you were.
Yeah.
Well, you knew to come here to the base.
They pointed us at an asteroid field and just said fuck off.
You
Not
have
in so many words.
You have the base in had the base's coordinates. How else did you get here? But
I mean, we
but
told you a
anyway,
guy we were part of Havoc supplies. Could he not have figured out Havoc Squad from that?
No, but he doesn't know. He has to play dumb. He is part of the research team from in the above facility. Our base is in the asteroid
What the
itself.
Fuck, were we gonna know that? Nobody told us.
To prevent
It's fine. We figured it out. We
with
figured it
this
out.
situation, we couldn't afford leaks, okay? But it's fine. You're here now. Please proceed to the secret entrance. You will be guided in. And Azana,
Would you mind telling us where?
on your computer, on your nav computer, you get information saying kind of like basically giving you like a guidance path to kind of get into like the hidden.
I purposely ignore it for a bit and then start following.
I proper thought you were about to go like, head towards the secret entrance, please, and then just hang up. There's no information.
The last when you guys get in, ask someone where the briefing room is. We need to get started immediately.
Click.
Yeah, and then they hang up on you. So yeah, so as
Not
you
the best of start.
it's Havoc's project. So as you start following the guidance path, it kind of takes you out, brings you back around, and you see that there is a sheer face of the asteroid. And as you get closer, a bit of it opens up to reveal a hidden hangar bay.
Clever.
And inside you see, not that much, to be honest. Not many ships. It's a pretty large.
Yeah, they're all outside.
It looks like a pretty large hangar bay, and there looks to be 4 X-wings in there. You reckon they could easily fit a whole squadron of 12 in there, easily, and still have space. So, assuming that they had a full squadron of 12, this is kind of what they've been left with.
Yeah.
Have they accepted our squad?
Yeah,
Yes.
they have.
Oh, right.
You're in.
What did they say when they found out it was Havoc squad?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I think.
Essentially, they went to go get the rebel base commander, because that person isn't part of the rebels. He's part of the research. It's explained to you that he was part of the research team, of like the native research team on there, and the rebels kind of use that as a cover, to hide their base.
Right.
The weird setup, which we probably should have been told about, really.
Yeah, we didn't get told about it, and I did work Havoc into.
Havoc stuff like that.
Was there like some kind of dossier for like this mission which none of us read?
Probably. That's probably the papers he was rolling.
Well, can I just read the papers out?
Top of the page, in bold fucking writing. You get there, you'll speak to a guy from the research center, you tell him this code word.
Introduce yourselves as Havoc Squad Rebel Special Forces, and they will get the base commander for you.
Right in.
You will
Don't
then be
fuck
led.
about.
You will then be
Don't
led round.
pretend to be a fucking shipping company.
You will then be led around to the secret hangar.
Specifically,
Please do
not a shipping company.
Please do not do anything that will strain our relations with the natives. We need their support.
For fuck's sake, Havoc Squad. Don't do this again. Don't need any more of your
We're
bullshit.
just ruining our relations with every native. We start killing them. We start pissing them off. We're gonna be a trend on all our missions.
Oh, I just can't wait until you have to go do some like deep undercover shit.
To be fair, the undercover mission is the one that went the best.
Yeah, little one.
It was. Admittedly, it was, yeah. Probably because there was no locals to piss off.
Yeah.
Except that
What was
one
Marshall
laundry
lady?
lady who you kind of semi-helped. But yeah. So sorry, just getting back on track. So you guys are led into this hangar, and you just kind of sit down in the clear, obvious spaces that there are. So you're in the rebel base, and you've been told to ask someone where the briefing room is, and then go there.
Mm.
So just for the sake of brevity, you just you ask one like the engineers who look like they're doing some repairs to one of the X-wings, and they'll kind of like they'll point to like the large like double doors at the other side of the hangar, and they'll go just go through there, straight down. You'll come to a point where the facility meets an asteroid surface. Just keep walking down there. Follow that all the way down. The command center is just down there. You can't miss it.
Right.
Quick question. Are you our only reinforcements, or are we getting any more? No offense to you guys, but we used to have 12 X-wings and 8 Y-wings. We have 4 X-wings and 3
We
Y-wings
saw him
left.
outside.
Very tactful there.
I don't suppose you've seen any kind of freighter, have you? We were expecting some supplies. It was part of
No?
the debris field.
Oh yes.
We may have seen some of it, Red.
Right. It'll be best if you relay that to the commander. She'll be wanting to know where that shipment is. She's probably guessed, but having it confirmed is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Right, so you guys follow his directions. You walk down. The one thing you note immediately is that the mood in the base is absolutely dismal. Morale is pretty much rock bottom at this point. You know. But after a bit, it's a reasonably large facility.
Jesus Christ.
What?
This cat reek. Me. Dear Lord. Fuck out of here.
Wow.
Swear to God, I'm gonna wash my hands. Me.
Just dump the fuck. At least the cat's always landing on the feet. And I don't know if that makes it any better, but you know. Right, so you guys eventually. Jacob, you would never treat Jesse like that, would you?
No,
He just
No.
picks up and just throws off to the side.
no. Too fat and doesn't like being picked up.
They're good enough reasons. Alright, so you guys are well, not let through, so you go through to the command center, which is it's not too bad to see. It's on like an asteroid surface. It's a decent like command center, better than what the rebels had on Inton 2, like in the Triton system where you just were. And there you see a bunch of people crowded around a like a hollow table thing. I don't know the proper fucking name for it. Kind of like looking over the outer field, and with some things like marked. Some locations marked. Trying to discuss what they're gonna do next. As you guys approach, they all turn around to look at you, and you see one of them approaches. She's probably a little taller than Azana is. Reasonably, I want to say reasonably like skinny. She didn't have like a lot of like muscles on her or anything like that. In a rebel officer's like commander's uniform, and she goes, "Havoc squad, thank you for that. Headache. Last thing we needed right now." But sorry, where are my manners? I am blah, 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 sorry. And I will copy and paste.
Hello,
How do you spell that? How do you spell that?
Sorry. It's a blah blah blah. No. So I'll just copy and paste it. I can never pronounce the fucking surnames because it's fucking stupid. I am Elora Sucio. That's probably the best I can do it. I'm gonna put it in chat. There's a lot of S's. There's a lot of S's, which doesn't help me at all.
You throw the carrot in the sink as well. Throw the carrot in the sink as well.
That's true, outside.
It just gets stinkier.
Well, yeah, but it won't be near me though, so.
Someone else's problem now.
Yeah, someone else's problem. But yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Thank you for coming to join us. Just wish it could have been a bit sooner.
What do you mean in game?
Yeah, in game. So, good. No time for introductions, really. Havoc Squad. We need to get down to business immediately. So here's the situation. About a month and a half ago, we started getting reports that freighters weren't coming in, and we started getting readings of high energy concentration at the edge of the system, at the edge of the system, at the edge of the asteroid belt. Every time we sent people to investigate, all they found was debris, with nothing salvageable. This kept on going for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden our patrols started getting hit. So we started losing contact with them, and even that's been happening for the last month. And even now, we don't know what's going on. One X-wing managed to escape the last one, but was quite heavily damaged. I'd like you to see this, if you may. So, what she does is there's in the command center there's like a fairly large hollow projector, like a screen, and to that screen she hooks a data pad to it. The hollow projector springs to life, and it shows footage from like just above an X-wing. From its position, you would know that this is from the droid on an X-wing. And it's looking at the debris of the freighter, and then kind of looking around into like empty space just with asteroids there. As it's turning around, you see that there's 4 X-wings and 2 Y-wings there, and as the droid kind of pans around just outside of its field of view, you hear an explosion just outside of its field of view. As it looks back, one of the Y-wings has just suddenly exploded. Then this time in its field of view, the second Y-wing gets hit by green laser fire.
Okay.
And as the follow very swiftly by another couple of the X-wings, as the droid looks roughly towards the where it thinks the source is, you see something flashing across the droid camera's field of vision, and then that's the last thing you see before the footage is cut off. And Alora goes, now from this footage, it's the first footage we've got of anything, so obviously this is an attack. This isn't just simple accidents, and what we're anxious about is what we were actually able to find out from this footage. And she takes it back to the point where the droid camera is looking at where it thinks the source is. And what you all see a kind of small-ish dark shape there. It's hard to make out anything in particular about what it is, but it looks like some kind of small starfighter potentially. Part of this mystery starfighter looks eerily similar to what you think you spotted earlier. The one thing that you pick out on is that this starfighter has like a central, looks to have like a central cockpit, and then like 3 like wings coming off it, each wing with a gun on the end, and you swear you spotted something where there was like a few, like at least 2 wings. Or two shapes which, putting your mind back to it, resemble closely some of the wings of this Starfire.
Them TIE Defenders. Them the 3.
You don't know. It doesn't remind you of a TIE Defender. Not that you probably know what that is anyway, but...
I mean, that's the thing I didn't see. You remember, guys?
Yes.
Hmm.
Well, it's not invisible then. Oh, I was kind of hoping it's not invisible.
I mean, it wasn't when he saw it, but we
you
could see
really
it
reminiscent
afterwards.
of the thing I didn't see.
The thing is, from what you saw from the camera footage, where Alora's paused it, this is like where you can just see it, but then afterwards, it was like so quick, it was just pretty much wasn't there anymore after that point. It was there briefly in view, at least somewhat in view, and then it just wasn't.
Hmm.
And that's from the droid camera that you saw.
I see it's smashed into an asteroid yet.
What was that, sorry?
I'm surprised he hasn't smashed into an asteroid yet.
Oh, you
He's
mean
going that
the
quick.
whatever that is?
Yeah.
Where is it?
That's that one hell of a pilot.
I could say something now, but I'm not going to. That'll be what we call a dick move.
How much is this like a unique Starfire, or does it look like every other typical Starfire?
Unique. This doesn't look like something you've never seen something like this before.
If I went into my bounty hunter knowledge, is there anything at all that would relate to this? No.
Nothing
Just check.
at all. Nothing at all. None of you know anything about this. You've got no idea what this thing is. You've never seen it before. And Alora goes, your mission here is simple. It's going to be difficult, but we need you to track down and destroy these things. The longer that we're already running critically low on supplies, pilots, and ships. We need more if we're going to hold on to this base. So we need these things, whatever they are, cleared away.
Things, there's more than one.
I mean, judging by the fact that the droid was taken out, and it wasn't whatever it looked at that did it, I'm assuming that whatever it is, it goes around in groups. How big those groups are, we've got no idea, but they're big enough to take out pretty much an entire patrol without the patrol being able to fight back.
You know, got any large-scale bombs?
We're not blowing up the asteroid field if that's what you're suggesting.
No. Just a small part of it.
We have some thermal detonators, but I don't think that would work very well.
Some big boom.
Depends how many.
Mickey has some.
The biggest munitions that we have left are a few proton torpedoes that go with the X-Wings, but that's it.
Wait, did Nicky use all the thermal detonators to blow up all those TIE
I
fighters?
think he used one or two, maybe.
He used to. Oh no, yeah, it was just one because you guys used the vehicles to blow up the TIE fighters. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have any munitions left for any bomb munitions left.
So in this footage, does it look like for like one frame it's there, then the next frame it's just suddenly gone?
Pretty much, yeah. Or as close as you can make it.
That is definitely going invisible then. They all have like a small bomb and like a fuckload of glitter. Just cast fairy fire on this one.
You just lit bomb the entire area to try and clear it up.
Yeah, that isn't going to backfire when he gets in your cockpit windows. So you can't see out.
Ah, yeah, but it'll be on
Switch
theirs
the
as
window
well, so you
wipers.
know it'll be equal.
You don't have window wipers. That's not a thing.
I'll tell you what, we get a droid.
Yeah,
to
you've
sit
got
up
window
there.
wipers. I've got a whole bunch of levers that I don't know what they do.
I'll tell you what, we need like a droid to sit up there with it, like a like a squeegee and the
Yeah. If you have a useful droid, just pops out an arm with a cloth on it and just.
Can I even have a droid? I don't even know if I can have a droid.
Anyway, we have a potential squad.
No, I can't have a droid. Your
Fancy.
Starfighter's cannot have droids.
This thing's starfighter size.
It's Starfighter size, yeah.
Okay. So a squad of some kind of advanced starfighter with cloaking technology. Y'all got any like fancy schmancy sensor equipment?
Our sensors are ineffective.
Okay.
What about the research base upstairs?
Yeah.
Do they have any fancy sensor detectors?
Not really.
We could perchance pull in.
Not really. It's because of what's going on. They're already on edge that the Empire knows that they're helping us. We can't really ask them for any more assistance than what they're already giving.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, they are supposed to be neutral in this. We shouldn't be here. If the Empire found out that we were here with that facility above us, they would just destroy the entire facility and kill everyone on it. To keep the system friendly towards us, we can't allow that to happen. Or we need to avoid it at all, well, as much as we can anyway.
I mean, mainly we need some way of drawing these things out and then being able to see them, which, you know, is the main problem.
The only thing we managed to get from the pilot who managed to get back from the last attack was that there was nothing there. Then all of a sudden these, whatever they were there, visible, and then they just seem to disappear again. If it's something like you said, some kind of advanced unknown cloaking technology, I would assume that they would have to uncloak to be able to use their weapons. I can't imagine in a starfighter, at least, of that kind of size, that they would have the power in it to be able to have the cloaking device, their shield, and their weapons all up. I'd imagine they would have to disable, at least temporarily disable their weapons and their shields to have the cloaking device active.
How about we jury rig some kind of EMP and put it inside some other ship, which we send out as like a little base. We float along behind all in stealth mode. You know, a good ways out. Behind the moon or something. And drifting along happily. Things come out. Go shoot. We hit the EMP. Something happens and then we shoot them.
We don't have an EMP, I'm afraid.
Jury rig.
Yeah.
What could be jury rig? I don't claim to be a mechanic or knowledgeable in that kind of way. So I have no idea what could be jury rigged as an EMP.
Well,
I don't know.
Equipment. We have a bunch of scientists upstairs.
Could ask them on the sly, because I haven't got a fucking clue, as you can see by my two failures.
They can tell us like how to make it, and then we make it ourselves. They didn't even have to make it first.
We mainly want something to just send out an electric pulse to like short shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have to give us the materials for it. We just make it ourselves.
Well,
I mean,
hopefully
it's a
we'd have.
thought.
Well, hopefully we'd have those kind of materials, but like I said, we're short on pretty much everything. Because shipments have not been getting through.
There's a ton of rubble outside.
Well, it's mainly
We need to get.
a load of wire coils, big battery.
Yeah, you got like a backup generator anywhere that we could cannibalize?
No.
It's a very damaged Starfighter.
Hmm.
It probably couldn't be repaired. We could probably take a lot of salvage a lot of stuff from that, and then repair it afterwards. I don't know. You'll at least have some power.
If you guys,
for-
if you guys think you could do something like that, if you think you could get some kind of jury-rigged DMP to work, then by all means go ahead. At this point I'm willing to just go with anything that sounds like it might have a chance of working.
I mean, my only other thought is doing the exact same thing but without an EMP.
I mean,
Wherein we just float around and wait for him to turn up. So send out an EMP on a little bait boat. And then
So the one question I
Indeed.
have is,
yeah.
apparently they've been shooting every single person that's come to this research base, right?
Why did
Yep.
they shoot us?
Why didn't they shoot us?
Did you have an encounter with them, or?
I mean, we're pretty sure we
Right.
saw them. Well, Fel's pretty sure she saw it. But they didn't
Pretty
shoot
sure.
at us.
We saw something.
Obviously, they've
I
been
mean,
attacking.
I don't claim to know what our enemy is thinking, to be honest. The only thing I can think of is, if they're, assuming they're from the Empire, if they're under specific orders. But I honestly couldn't say. Out of character, I've got no fucking idea.
plot reasons.
Bum, bum, bum,
I was tempted,
simple.
but then you failed the first cool check, and I was like, shit, that's gonna make it even harder.
Hmm.
You're down 2 people, and then you're rolling setback. Fuck. Alright. Except Dannielle. Dannielle wouldn't roll setback at all, because her pilot thing.
You don't happen to have a freighter lying around that we could use as like base? Is there meant to
No.
be one coming?
There was meant to be several coming.
I mean, from now?
I mean, the next freighter that's due, going by the normal schedule of them arriving, would be in a couple of days. But that one will be carrying all the normal supplies and will more than likely, going by the pattern, more than likely not get through. I mean, the last patrol we
Right.
sent out was to go and try and escort the freighter which wreckage they found. So they got there too late. And at this point we just don't have enough ships or able pilots, really. We have pilots, but a lot of them are frankly terrified.
I was gonna say something I really shouldn't.
You can say whatever you want. I don't care.
And well, no, it would be offensive to the pilots.
I mean, to be fair, you guys are shaken up as well, so, that's why you got 2 setback die each at the moment for those checks.
Mm.
We kind of want to deal with this before the next fighter comes through.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking we could maybe use that as base, but be kind of risky. Trying to meet up with it before it gets here and then using it as bait.
Well, regardless, the one thing that is common is that whoever this is not trying to find our base here.
Mm.
They've come nowhere. Whoever it is has come nowhere near our base here. So
Okay, I have some questions.
Yep.
Do Empire ships all have a specific design, like thing to them?
an aesthetic.
Do they like? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they try and keep a theme?
Yeah, essentially,
Kind of.
the wings of the ships are essentially like almost like solar panels are like what power the ship for the most part. You would guess that on this design, the 3 wings are basically like solar panel collector things for the energy.
So it's like an Empire design ship.
It's the kind of thing that is the kind of design the Empire would have, but it's not a design, like I said, that any of you recognise.
Well, no, but it's Empire. We know it's Empire.
Or at the least you can be pretty damn certain it's the Empire. Any other questions?
I mean, to be honest, the plan they've got right now is working quite well, as in they don't need to find the base. They just need to cut off all the supplies, and then the base goes away on its own.
Yeah.
So it's working.
That is true.
Yeah. Well done to them, I
Hence
guess.
why, hence why at this point I'm desperate. But we're desperate. When that next freighter comes in 2 days' time, I'm sending every available X-Wing and Y-Wing out. And I'm sending them out early to the rendezvous point and hoping that they can get it through. Without that freighter, we're gonna run out of basic supplies at this point. We're running dangerously low as it is. And there's only so much we can ask from the research facility upstairs.
That X-Wing that's been repaired downstairs, or wherever the fuck it is, the hangar.
It is, yeah, it's been repaired.
How badly in condition is it?
I mean, when you guys walked past, landed and had a quick look at it, it looked it had taken a pretty bad hit, but you know, I mean, it's a testament to the skill of the pilot to get it back. As the condition that it's in now, it looks like at the moment they're just trying to make it be able to fly properly again and be able to, you know, shoot some guns. You would guess from, especially you as Anna, from your mechanical knowledge, you would guess that X-Wing probably wouldn't be at full condition by the time that freighter comes around, really. Whether they sent it out would be another matter, but...
So what if we rig that up and we get like some remote control thing going on so there's nobody in it?
Droid. Called a
That,
droid.
yes. Yep, that's how it would be. Yep. Put a droid in it. Fill it up with something that goes bang. Ideally in a either very large way or in a electromagnetic way. And then we fly it around all quietly. With us following out behind all quietly. And just see if anything happens. And then flick of the switch. But you know, just like a lone X-Wing flying around, a bit damaged. Juicy little target, just blow it up. Be a few minutes for whoever the fuck it is flying around. If that.
If
It'll
you
only
would,
cost them the rest of their fucking lives.
again, at this point, so if you think that can work, if you think you can get that done, go right ahead.
I mean, what do you guys think?
I like the idea.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah,
2 days to make a
The best and only plan we really have.
That's what I like to hear. Confidence astounds me, Rolo. Well, let's fucking get to it. We might as well.
Okay. Right. Now,
Who's good at mechanics? Because it's not me.
as I...
Would be me. I'd love some help from someone else, beautiful. Kuta dear.
Okay.
I'd love to spend a few
Right,
days
where
with
is he?
you.
That
you
way?
know, alone,
Is he that way?
working on an EP.
It's the way you came. It's in the hangar bay that you... It's the hangar bay that
Well, I
you
was
guys
trying
go.
to point at Kuta.
Oh,
So I obviously don't know where I am in relation to him, honestly.
Okay.
over where? Yeah, over that. Good enough. Alright.
Ye-
Alright, cool. So... Just real quick, who's got strain from the rolls from before?
I do.
I think it's
Everybody?
everyone
Have
but
we
Kuta.
technically finished an encounter?
Right, well,
I have
just...
rapid recovery.
Right, so, just so you're aware, because you're back at Rebel Base, you lose the setback die. completely. So you've lost the 2 setback die, and you do get to make a roll to recover strain now.
Does rapid recovery work right now?
What is rapid recovery?
When recovering strain after an encounter, recover 1 additional strain.
Essentially, when you recover strain, yeah. So I need everyone to make me either a discipline or a cool check at 0 difficulty. Whichever's better.
I'll make a discipline check.
Was that everyone to make a just?
Everyone who's suffered strain.
Alright.
Discipline.
Right, I did.
Hey.
And roll
So let's get it back.
a win with a
Aw.
roll. So you get back a number of strain equal to the number of successes that you have.
Advantage do anything or no?
No. Advantages don't do anything for this check.
Okay.
Because it's just a free little check that you just get. So, although in your case, Azana, you get the additional 1 anyway. So essentially, you've all got up to 2 strain back. Okay, so are you guys off to go and try and jury rig an X-wing?
Mhm.
And try and see if you can find a droid to do a kamikaze.
Yeah.
Unless one of the pilots wants to volunteer.
No. Nah, you can bugger off with that one. Any pilot you approach to that is just gonna be like, no. I'm not going back out there, sorry. So, are you, quick question, for Azana and Kuta, since you 2 are the ones who are going to be doing it, are you wanting to turn it into like an EMP, or just like a bomb, basically? Are you trying to jury rig like the reactor or whatever it is on the next wing to blow up in a big explosion, or turn it into like an EMP?
I think EMP was what we were going
EMP would be a little more effective.
for. Mhm.
Okay, so with it being an EMP, it'll be a mechanics check for Azana.
Mhm.
You get a boost die because Kuta's helping you,
Mhm.
and it will be at 3 difficulty.
3. Okay. One advantage.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you're unable to make it into an EMP. Because you did technically fail the check, unfortunately, even though you got the advantage.
Can I use the advantage to make it so I can try again?
I'll say yes, but not for an EMP.
Okay, well, that's
You're pretty sure that you can't make it an EMP, but that you could probably rig the reactor of the X-wing to explode, which should hopefully cause some damage to anything around it.
Okay.
So you can make the check again, boost die again at 2 difficulty. Because it's slightly easier to make the reactor go boom than the reactor to let off all its energy. So for like an EMP kind of thing.
I'm gonna be honest. Is it worth making a bomb?
Well, shrapnel and stuff might hit the thing.
Better than nothing.
I
I mean,
guess.
it might mess them up at the very, if it's the bait and they're coming to blow it up and then just fucking explodes massively, and then we come screaming out of the clouds.
Clouds!
Space
Nebula, I
clouds.
don't fucking know.
Oh no, I rolled.
Oh god, yeah.
You make
out
it
of the
very
dark
explosive.
Now, I will just mention, you shouldn't have rolled the second boost die.
I rolled 2.
You rolled 2 boost die.
Oh, I know.
So
What are the 2
I'm going to take the advantages off, but you did still succeed. So you are pretty sure that you have jury rigged this thing into a bomb that you guys can control from your
Nice.
starfighters. And you're pretty confident that it's actually going to work and it's not going to malfunction somewhere down the line. And you've also found, and a droid has just been volunteered to kind of be plopped into the cockpit to pilot the damn thing. And then if you guys want to give the droid a designation, you can, but I don't care personally. It's like an R2 unit. Or something similar, so... Like, I know. R3D4, fuck it.
I'm gonna give us a minute.
I mean, I feel like you could go really dark with this.
I think that's what he's trying. That's what we're
That's what I was
trying.
trying. SU1C1E.
S what?
SU1C1E.
Alright.
Mate, I think I might.
Well, sorry, I'm slow. Oh god, well, what have you done? Huh? Oh boy. We're all just waiting with bated breath to see what Will's fucking typing now.
Wait, is that?
U11. Whatever the fuck else I did. U63.
Let's see, 163. I get it.
I don't either.
Okay. It's what I did, but with more numbers.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It looks vaguely like the word suicide. It's not a very big joke. Not top fucking shelf.
No, I just didn't. I
I don't
was,
know how high the bar
I
is for
was-
me nowadays, but you know,
I was trying
I'm
to
well
do,
under it.
but I was trying to do it in 2 words. That's the thing. I was looking at it as 2 words. So I was like, what? SUI. What? Just didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm sorry.
I like how this is an existing droid that we reprogrammed. Suicide. All the hangar crew looking at us and was going, hey, check this out.
This droid's just trying to like drive off the end of ramps and fall off shit.
5U1, get over here. Bleep bloop bleep bloop. Whatever they go. Alright, we need you to be in this kamikaze X-Wing.
Come on, you were made for this, boy. Go.
Right, are you going out straight away with this X-Wing?
We might as well. I feel.
Mm.
Anybody
Yeah.
else? Yes? No?
Yeah?
Maybe?
Okay. Right, so you head back out. The X-Wing's being controlled by the droid. I am not saying its name. Five. Yeah, 5U1. 5U1. Where are you telling it to go, by the way?
I don't know, I guess. Sort of
Forwards.
flying vague circles like around one of the other ships all blown up. But try not to look like you're flying around in vague
Fly
circles.
casual.
Fly casual.
Yes, fly casual, a wood-mounted patrol. Totally, not out of the ordinary.
Keep your distance, but don't try not to look like you're keeping your distance.
Alright. Jacob.
Okay.
50 and below, 51 and up.
I mean.
Because you haven't spoken in ages.
Oh.
Okay, so as you guys are going about trying to follow a 5U1 along, I want you all to make a perception check at 4 difficulty, please. Right. Now, Kuta, you did have a setback on there. You didn't need them, but you would have just taken 2 threat off, so you still failed, unfortunately. So yeah, everyone failed this check. So, so you guys are trying to look around, also trying to keep an eye on there. So, you don't notice when the X-Wing that 5U1 is in starts getting fired at.
Oh,
We just don't notice.
You don't.
Wait, what?
You don't notice it
As I'm
before
looking at it.
Okay. Well, you don't notice it before it happens.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't notice it before it happens. And before long, the X-Wing is very heavily damaged before you have time to react.
Fucking blow it up!
yeah.
Right. So, I'm going to get Azana to do it, this one. Azana, 50 and below, 51 and up. I couldn't hear you.
Up.
Up. Okay. Could you roll me a D3, please, as well?
D3.
Yes, please.
D3. Oh, wait, no, that's not your roll. It's been so long.
Okay. How much damage would this explosion do? Would be my next question.
A lot, 'cause it was 4 successes.
It was 4 successes. Let me just check something. I want to see. So I just want to check the power of some explosives. So I've got some kind of idea. Okay. So I'm going to count this as that explosive. Gotcha. So you see 3 of those shapes, 3 of those Sapphires converge on this X-Wing, firing shots at it, blowing chunks out of it before you were just able to hit the detonator or hit the button to blow up the X-Wing. And you do see that two of those ships realise what's happening and kind of manage to veer away in time. The third one, not lucky, I'm afraid, and they do get hit by this. So I'm just going to bring you into here. You should be able to see all your vehicles in the PC's vehicles thing if you want to drag yourself on. You guys will be coming from over, the bottom right kind of direction. That'll be where you guys will show up.
Zoom out. Zoom out then. Bottom right.
I just realised that somebody, unless rules changed, it just be fell.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough. If you want to change it just so it's your name, that's fine. It's just I just put your stuff out there so I could, because I wasn't thinking really. Yeah. Alright, so it's this one here who's taken a hit. Their ship actually looks pretty heavily damaged. And the you can tell that these ships don't quite really understand what the hell's just happened. So I'm gonna give you, all of you guys a surprise round before initiative is rolled.
Cool.
Okay.
So you can go in any order you want at this point.
So we can see there's 3.
Yeah.
It's not what internet. Okay. Let me get acquainted with everything.
What is that?
I'm just messing about with.
You can do effects on this?
Yep. Well, I can because I'm paying like the top thing for Roll 20. Because I'm just doing it because I need the fucking space, but this is something I get.
Oh, for some reason your music is coming out my TV.
It's fine. So yeah, who wants to go first?
How far can these things move on? No, 8 wise.
Right. So I basically want you to ignore the grid. This is just a rough representation of where things are at the moment. Once initiative's rolled, it's going to be an absolute clusterfuck. So moving things aren't going to matter.
Okay.
This is the thing with dogfights, because dogfights basically happen when you're pretty much right on top of each other. It doesn't matter about positioning on a grid, to be honest.
Okay, so what like range are we at?
Essentially,
Jeez.
you guys can hit any one of them. You can hit whoever you want.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at the rules for starfighting because I have no fucking clue.
But for starfighting, so to do any maneuvers, it's piloting space in this case. If you want to do any maneuvers, if you don't, you may as well aim as a maneuver, which is a person maneuver which you can do, which is still in a vehicle, which gives you a boost die to your next attack roll, and then it's gunnery to use your ship's weapons.
Okay.
Which is why I'm glad that the trio of Michael, Jacob, and Dannielle are all here, because they're the ones with the high agility, or in Danielle's case, the actual pilot. So it's a bit it's easier for them to hurt.
I mean, I've been pretty fucking awful whenever I was in a vehicle.
Oh, I should point out, because you're the same kind of silhouette, it's going to be 2 difficulty for any shot you do.
Can we do true aim and stuff?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes, you can do true aim.
I mean, I guess I'll just go on a limb and fucking shoot.
Which one?
The nearest one.
This dude?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yes, I should point out they're probably a bit more kind of closer together, because the X1 would have probably got about there. But yeah, like I said, makes no difference. So yeah, like I said, 2 difficulty. And I'm also going to, because you've caught them by surprise, I'm going to give you, for this round, everyone gets a boost die for their shots. So
Another one for aiming?
another one for aiming, yeah.
Have we still got 2 setbacks?
No, you do not have setbacks anymore.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm not good at gunnery.
Alright, yes, you've hit
Yeah, alright.
You've hit this one. Oh shit, I've probably caught. Technically, I would have caught up slightly, but yeah, it's fine. It's just because one of their faces has a shield, so technically, if you don't specify, you can't shoot it at the face which has the most shield. At least on the Starfighter, but because it's a surprise round, I'm going to say you're hitting them on the side that doesn't have the shield.
Sound.
Because the shield would give them, would give you a setback die, because it cancels defense. So yeah, so you've hit. So
The only thing is 5 damage, so whatever.
5 damage. You
And
should,
then-
by the way, you should actually be able to. Actually, no, you
Yeah, I
can't.
realise that now.
Alright, so 5
should be able.
damage, 6, 7, 8. Minus that. Okay, so this one's taken a pretty big hit. It's still in one piece, but it's
motherfucker.
suffered a fair bit of damage. What do you want to use your advantage for? The vehicle ones are on page 252.
252.
I mean, it's more than likely just going to be add a boost die to the next
Yep.
allied active characters, piloting, gunnery, computers, or mechanics. More than likely.
Yeah, do that.
Alright, cool.
Am I right to go next?
If everyone's happy for you to go next,
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
unless
Alright.
Azana wants to go next. No, Azana does not want to go next. Okay. Alright, go ahead then.
I will fire at that far one that was hit with the
The
explosion.
one that was hit with the explosion, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
Yep.
I'm gonna true aim.
Okay, so true. So you get the boost die because of fell, the boost die because surprise, and a boost die plus 1 or 2 upgrades for you for true aim.
Just one.
Just the 1 upgrade, yeah. Okay.
Too difficult here.
Yes, please. This is gonna be as hard as I thought it was gonna be. So as Rolo kind of, I'm just gonna move to fire because why not? Again, the positions of the fighters mean absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, but you know. So as Rolo screams past the first thing, because you don't know what it is yet, and starts shooting at the other one, which looks very badly damaged from the explosion. Looks like some of his systems may have been knocked out. You're not sure, but it doesn't matter. Your blaster fire absolutely rips through it, and it gets blown up. So that's 1 down. And what do you want to use the advantages for?
Only 2.
Yes.
I'll just add a boost to the next character.
To the next character. Okay. So who's going next?
I will, I guess.
Okay. So which one are you going for? The one that was shot by Fell or the one that's currently undamaged?
Undamaged.
Undamaged. So there you are.
Don't know.
You're gonna go for that one.
Is it too difficult?
It's 2 difficulty, yes, and once again, boost die. Are you true aiming as well? I'm assuming.
Yes.
So, boost die for true aim, boost die for Volo, giving you 1, boost die because surprise, plus I think 2 upgrades for you, isn't it, for true aim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it too difficult?
2 difficult, yes.
Gonna we.
Things I would describe these things as glass cannons, and this is why. This is why. So it's 5 damage for your stuff. Yep. So that is 11 damage minus its armor. Yeah, that's enough to. That is just enough to completely and utterly take it out with just one volley.
Yes.
And what do you want to use the 3 advantages on?
Oh, I don't know. I guess he's dead, so there's no point doing it. But I don't know. Just boost the next guy, I guess.
I mean, so you can spend 1 to add a boost die to the next person, and then you can spend 2 to add 1 to a specific person. So who's going next out of Azana and Kuta?
Zana. Oh, okay, I'll go.
Why? She really does not want to go next. Alright, Kuta. So you could.
She can't talk right now.
Nah, that's fair enough. So you could just go, okay, 1 to the next person, and then 1 specifically to Kuta, so he gets 2.
Hmm.
You want to? How lucky are you feeling?
Good hell.
I'll give him 2.
Alright. So, I mean, I don't think there's any need to ask you which one you're attacking.
Hmm.
Give him the choice.
Yes, he wants to go shoot Fel. Okay, right. No, right,
Oh,
so
we don't know.
I'm assuming. I think I can
So-
safely assume.
So what have I got? 2 boost die?
So you got 2 boost die because of what Michael just gave you. A 3rd one because you're caught by surprise. If you want to aim, you get a 4th one.
Okay, what is that? Does that change? Might as well.
Yeah. There's
But
no
then that
negatives,
does
just
strength.
aiming. No.
Oh,
Uh,
right.
It would only be a straight if you're trying to do more than 1 maneuver.
Okay.
And then it's a 2 difficulty. So 4 boost die. It's a gunnery check. 4 boost die. 2 difficulty.
Okay.
And oh my,
Just gunnery.
and my
Where is
elite
gunnery?
pilots are gonna get to do absolutely fuck all.
I don't see where gunnery is. I'm on planetary beast. Wait, starship. Okay. I'm guessing the gunnery isn't on the starship sheet.
Uh, yeah. On the
If you go
weapon
on-
thing, there should be like a dice. It will say like gunnery, and there'll be a dice near it. Now I'm not.
I see it now.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure where you've got to put the boost and the difficulty in the starfighter sheet or in your sheet. I'm
Pulls
not
those
sure
it
which
carries
it
across,
pulls
I think.
from. Yeah.
Because you know you
I'm
can.
stuck.
You don't have to click on the Starfighter thing in the journal. You can just be on your sheet and click the vehicle sheet tab. Bring it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but it says dice special linked one gunnery. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. There's an issue with doing it like that, so can you just roll it from your character sheet?
Okay.
Good with from your character sheet, yeah.
Might be just a change.
Yeah, what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to do the good check. Because your character's name, because I put all your character's names onto that sheet, it should pull your stuff over. And for some reason it's not, and I don't know why.
You just gotta put your name in.
Right, okay. Yeah,
I got two success in the.
In mine, the name was like the auto-generated name.
Alright.
oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, how do you want to do this?
I swooping on the side and go pew.
Alright, can you
And pew one of the wings off and it goes spiraling out into an asteroid. It goes.
Okay. So as you come in, you very skillfully as you zoom past it, shoot out one of its wings, and then it goes spiraling off into this asteroid here and blows the fuck up. Now I was worried because these pilots are pretty good actually. Better than some of you guys, and their ships are more suited for combat, but they are glass cannons. They don't have a lot of hull.
Hmm.
And especially when we catch them by surprise.
Yes.
And also blow them up slightly before.
And can
Yep.
I just say, out of character, you have that guy that you just killed, Kuta, was the leader of that squadron.
Nice.
Like the actual leader of this squadron.
The leader of the squadron got caught in the explosion.
He didn't. He was one of the two who managed to realise what was going on and get out of the way. The third one wasn't.
Alright, yeah. Rollo killed that. Yeah.
But because you guys swooped in immediately, they had no time to kind of do it. So that was fucking anticlimactic as shit.
Problem solved.
Havoc squad was confident somehow.
Wow.
I mean, to be fair, you had a good plan. Once again, something I didn't think of. I didn't expect you guys to jury big.
Not just throw a decoy.
Yeah, throw out a decoy.
I mean, to be fair to you, the vast majority of our plans consist of knock the fucking front door in and then see what happens after that. So. Battle cry, and then, everything will just kind of improv.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah, when I talked about one-sided things, this is definitely a candidate because they didn't even get to shoot back at you.
Yep.
Right, just because he's dead now, I'm just going to show you what this guy could do. Alright? So, because he gets like a lot of fucking shit. NPC, what does he get? Or did I put in his actual sheet? No, because this guy. Oh no, I know why I can't find it because I'm looking at.
Gonna get some more.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, let's find him. Because this guy is technically a nemesis, so he's like one of the hardest guys. And that now, okay, I fucked up. Whoops. And this is my fault. You were supposed to upgrade the difficulty of any combat check targeting him twice. I was also supposed to increase the defense of the vehicle by 2, so you'd have to roll 2 setback.
Is this on all of them or just that guy?
Just that guy. Yeah, so yeah, I fucked up. This guy should have been much harder to hit.
Oh well, he's dead now.
He's dead now,
Seems the
yeah.
force was with us, guys.
I mean, the Destiny pool says otherwise, but you know, fuck that.
Well, depends on
man.
if you count us as dark side or light side.
I mean, it's a bit of a grey area with Havoc Squad, to be honest. So. Alright, so what are you guys doing now? Just going back to base, being like,
return to base.
being like, guys, what the fuck are you complaining about? That was piss easy.
Yeah,
Look,
right, well.
no, damn, we lost the X-wing, but that was to be expected. No fucking
It was the
damage.
plan.
They didn't even
We're
shoot
like-
back at us.
Search the wreckage for 5U1 or whatever his name was.
Cover the hard drive. Give me your body.
Yeah.
Alright.
We don't have droids on it. Can we fit Starship droids on our Starfighters?
No, you can't. You can drag it
That's a
behind
shame.
you, I guess. Or put it, or try and stick it in your cargo hold.
I
So-
can just
so-
stick his dead shell on top.
Michael, 50
Yeah.
below, 51 and up.
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 Yes.
You do find his wreckage.
Oh.
It's pretty bad. Pretty damn bad.
It's like the head sort of in shape enough to stick on top.
Pretty much.
Finish the glass this time.
Lived up to his name. Yep. So you return back to the rebel base. 5U1's head attached to the top of your starfighter. and you land back in, and they're all, and you see the mechanics kind of like look at you guys coming back with a bit of surprise, like almost like, why are these guys back so quickly? What the fuck happened?
We did hit.
And why did they have 5U1's head on their starfighter?
Can get out, we're all high-fiving each other.
Yeah, worked like a fucking charm. Like me Lucky Charms.
Fucking champion would have been done 3 hours ago if we hadn't fucking taken a weird circuit to get here.
Everyone's looking at you like high five each other and shit. It's like, wait, you fucking did it?
And we fucking did it. We're Havoc
See, we're
Squad.
actually pilots, you see.
Any damage to your ships?
Nope.
No.
We're good.
So did they
Bombs
just
are
miss
effective.
you, or?
Didn't even get to shoot.
To be honest, I was
Ambush
hoping to
them.
take a ship.
Sorry.
I wanted to take the cloaking technology. I wish we had a ship.
Hmm.
Maybe we should have searched the wreckage for that. Maybe just this guy's head.
It's fucking, you got like the claw out, sifting through all the wreckage, and you're like, what the fuck's one of these? It's the fucking stealth thing, not the droid.
Right. So, quick question: what did you guys think about space combat? It was over stupid quickly because
It was kind of too quick to gauge.
it kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
We
even
all,
know.
yeah. Part of us were like, I aim and I shoot. And then the fifth didn't get a go.
Yeah, the actual pilot didn't get to shoot.
I didn't do anything.
I mean, she was like,
She exploded the thing.
I was having birthday Oreos.
a birthday Oreos. The best kind of Oreos, from my understanding.
They are.
Not that I have Oreos myself, but you know. So I've been told. Alright, so the council go, why don't you go see the commander and tell her the good news? I'm sure she'll be thrilled. Like, really, she'll be thrilled.
Next time someone says when we go over, is this the only reinforcements we're getting? Just give them our CV of the past 3 missions we've done.
You'll just see my resume.
Killed an entire Empire base, pretty much.
You were nowhere close.
Killed a load of TIE fighters. Totally wasn't her own fault. Took out a load of super TIE starfighters.
Super Starfighters.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys, I'm assuming, head down to see Alora.
Yes.
And she kind of looks at you and goes, is there any more information you guys want before you head out, or?
No, we just did it.
Wait, so you've already been out and done your plan?
They're gone. Good for good. Your freight's fine. Bernie, I got their cloaking technology. I'm sure we'll see other ships.
She kind of just turns around in absolute disbelief. It's like, how?
We are Havoc Squad. We cause havoc.
Yeah, I can tell. Jesus.
Our 3 main tools are shenanigans, surreptitiousness, and surprise.
We're both our allies and the enemy.
And innocent.
We don't talk about that.
But no, we do talk about that. Sugar, we'll do then. Just in case there's any more, would you guys mind when going to meet the freighter yourselves?
Yeah.
In 2 days' time when it arrives.
Maybe they'll be too afraid to come back, like our pilots over here were too afraid to go back.
Well, one can only hope. Just in case, though.
Or they bring along a Star Destroyer. Who knows?
How are them Starfighters getting it?
You don't know. You don't know.
We don't even know if the problem's solved.
You've got no idea whether there's something hidden in system. You've got no idea whether
We've
they've got
lost stuff.
hyperdrives themselves. You don't know how many of them there are. There's a lot you don't know.
Okay, right, okay. We'll escort your freighter.
Okay.
There's like 70 fucking TIE fighters just rock up. Fucking nowhere.
Okay, time to go.
Star Destroyer box up behind you. You're just like, ah, shit.
Yeah, we're all just like, yeah, we'll go meet the
Not
freighter.
in our
for you.
luck, we won't even notice that.
We'll go meet the freighter for you and just escort it in. Ha 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 ha. And Aaron's just like,
Ow.
I'm
I'm about
dead,
to-
motherfucker.
Right, so if there's nothing else that you guys want to do, should we just skip to when you're going to meet this freighter? By the way,
Yeah.
any of you with any strain left, you'll get it back beforehand. Unless there's anything that you guys want to do in particular over the next, 2 days. Huh?
I think so.
Alright.
Pie? No.
Whiskey? Do you have any
Don't
further-
really like side
Stop devolving
points.
all my characters. I should stop devolving every character into this.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the advantage is a character in a Pokemon campaign, because you're 16 years old, you won't be able to have whiskey. The first character you know who won't be drinking massively.
Yeah, I'll just be making moonshine.
Oh, good God. Alright.
I'll find the distillation Pokemon or something.
If there is one.
Steal the parents' whiskey.
But yeah, so just getting back to Star Wars, you guys set off after a couple of days of rest to go meet with the freighter. Make sure you get there. Now, quick question: are you guys going to be escorting the freighter? Are you going to have your systems on, stealth systems on, or are you going to have them off?
We should put them on, so if anything does attack, we can surprise them again.
Yeah,
That works out well last
yeah.
time.
But I think part of the escort thing is that, you're there to dissuade shit from attacking,
And we will have like 3 of us or 2 of us or whatever escorting it without our stealth systems on, whatever. And the rest is
Alright.
stealth.
I'll be on escort because I'm shit at flying. Somebody who's good can be the ambush crew.
I'll spin escort, so it looks like we've got more than just one fighter. Hello.
Well, yeah,
That's what I mean, like
at
2 or
least
3
I'll
of
be on
us.
escort, plus whoever the fuck else.
Everybody else can stealth.
Good. Glad I ended up with one of the stealths.
Alright, so who are the ones who are doing the escort? Fel?
And good.
Yeah.
Phil and Kuta are doing the escort of the freighter, and the other three of you are doing ambush. Okay, so you head to the coordinates. The ambushers put the stealth systems on and kind of fly some distance, a little bit of distance away, but you know, close enough where they can easily swoop in and assist. And then Fel and Kuta just fly openly. You get to the rendezvous, and shortly afterwards, the freighter does come through, and you guys are radioed. I assume you're our escort. We've heard bad things from this system. Please protect us as best you can.
Okay.
How we dealt with it, mate. Don't you worry. Don't you fret.
Hope you're right.
Everything is
Really, there's a lot of
fine.
pride before the fall here, guys.
So
No danger here, friend.
so you guys start. Go over. Could I have the ambushers make a perception check at 4 difficulty, please? You'll get the first opportunity.
Oh, an actually okay perception roll.
Okay, yeah, Rolo, you won't spot anything. Azana and Talon, you swear you caught a slight glimpse of something, but you can't be certain.
House radio to the others. Yeah, there's more of them? Probably.
Right. So, with that knowledge, Kuta and Fel make the same check, but add a boost die on because you've been informed that there's probably more of them.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to be asking which direction you think they are. To switch my shields to that direction.
Is that a thing?
Is it one booster or two booster? I think so.
Oh, it's one boost.
Wait, did I put a 2 in?
You put 2
Yep.
in, yeah. So
It
move as
fucking, I didn't click it. We're already on 2, and I'll put it down to 1, and it's still
Yeah.
in the box, so
Yeah,
it didn't fucking update.
So regardless, take either one of the 2 boost die off, you still succeed. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, Kuta, you can't spot them. However, Fel, you do spot 3 shapes coming towards you. You can just see kind of like the rough outlines of them. You guess that their cloaking systems are up, but you spot them. So I'm actually going to reveal
Which way are
them.
they?
Yeah, so I'm actually just going to quickly reveal them on the map there. So Kuta and Fel are there, whereas probably Rolo, Talon, and Azana probably morph in this kind of direction, kind of like up or down a bit, either or. These 3 are coming at you from kind of your top right, essentially, Fel.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, you guys are flying like that way, more or less. The freighter's like just probably about here, but I don't have something I could use for it really. And he doesn't have any weapons anyway, so he can't fight back. And then, yeah, top right. You are aware of them, so they're not going to get a surprise round, and you can just break an attack if you want to.
Yeah.
The one thing to mention is that, as far as they're concerned, you haven't seen them.
Right.
Because they've got trust in their cloaking systems. More so than they should, apparently. So how do you want to handle this?
I just want to look at what this fucking thing can do.
Oh, your ship?
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's just got, like, the one gun on it.
Yeah.
You can... Because you mentioned you wanted to shift for shields to the front. Because there's, in starfighters of your size, there's 2 facings front and back. On each of yours, you've got 1 on each. There is a maneuver you can do to shift for shielding to shift 1 point of shielding to another side. So you can like shift like the back shielding to the front. So they'll be rolling 2 setback die against you if they shot at you from that side.
Right. Can this thing not get shields on the sides?
No, front and back only. But
It's just
that's
front and back.
technically in a starfighter, they're the only arcs, really, because
Right. So if they're choosing to shoot at me, they choose either the front or the back.
they have to do a maneuver called like gain the advantage or something. Where if they succeed, it's like a space fighting check, so many difficulty. If they succeed, they get to choose the side. If they fail, they have to do it from the side that has the most.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll drop it into the two at the front, and then just kind of like maintain close formation with the freighter.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Because I'm assuming you would have relayed this to people.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone's so Kuta, you're aware of their position.
Yeah. So,
We know how close they need to be to attack.
Reasonably close.
wait, so did you only get 2 shields?
You get one
What's that?
shield at the front and one shield at the back in yours, yeah.
Right. But we are flying towards them.
At the moment, you're kind of flying. Well, unless you're breaking off to go towards them, you're flying this way, and they're like swooping down on you.
Right. So I'm gonna take one on the rear and put it on the starboard. Starboard.
It's-
On the right.
Front and back. only.
Front and back only in a starfighter. But they're the
Oh.
they're the only arcs that you can get hit by. They can't hit you on the left or right. It's like I think it's still at 5 and above. Have all 4. Anything 4 and below just has the front and back.
Right. So if I put 2 in the front, they're probably gonna shoot us in front.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep tight formation with.
Okay. And what are the ambushers doing?
So we know where they are.
Yes.
Are they? And they're in attacking range, right?
They're swooping down to attack range. Yeah.
So could we not just shoot them when they get in attack range? I mean, there's 3 of us ambushing, right? There's 3 of them.
I think. Do we take like? Because it'll be harder. I think once they come out of cloaking, if we break an attack, it'll be harder to hit them when they're still cloaked. I imagine.
True. We can wait until they cloak and then immediately shoot them as they decloak.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Real quick, on the like starfighter section and the maneuvers bit, there's a whole bunch of like things that are saying pilot only. Yes, does pilot only mean the class pilot or the pilot of the ship?
Pilot of
can
the
only
ship.
do this?
Pilot of the ship.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
in a one-man starfighter, you're the pilot, gunner, you're the everything, basically.
Okay, sound. Continue.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just listen to pilot only if it's like a larger ship with a bigger crew.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so quick question, when are you guys going to be attacking them?
As soon as we see them decloak, I guess.
Right, now, something that you remember Alora mentioning, that which was admittedly speculation on her part, was that she thinks that they'll probably have to power down their weapons and shields to use the cloaking device.
Oh.
Oh.
They power down their shields. We should just shoot them now then, because.
Like maybe.
Yeah, the one thing I'm looking for. The one thing I'm looking for is whether it's any harder to hit them, which I think the answer is no. It's actually not. Technically, it's not harder to hit them if you know where their position is and where they're going. So you can you can do an attack.
Attack them?
If you wish, at the 2 difficulty. Right.
I say attack now before they do any damage.
Yeah. So do I.
All right.
Okay, everyone pick a ship.
All right. So I'll start. So again, they're not expecting you to know where they are. So I'm gonna give each of you. Basically, I'm giving you guys a surprise round. Or the very least, I'm going to give the ambushers a surprise round, and you're going to get the boost die. So you guys get to, if you're swooping in to attack them, you guys get to take the first shots.
Mm.
I'm going to check the actual fucking the standard pilots of this and see if there's anything that I need to be made aware of. Okay. Cool. So, who wants to go first?
Can I actually shoot something for once?
Yeah.
I didn't get to do anything.
Yeah, so which one are you wanting to take aim at?
The one left?
This one here.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, because of the pilot, you would, well, actually not that you would, you do, you have to upgrade the difficulty of any combat check against it one time.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's too
remembering this
difficult.
time.
We might actually have a
No,
fight this time.
2 difficulty, it's upgraded once.
Mhm.
Are you aiming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, of course you're right. Then 2 boosts then.
Okay.
Plus anything you get from any of your other stuff.
I know, I'm reading. So, like, spend a destiny point to do more damage. You know, it'd be great if we had a destiny point.
I mean, to be fair, at the moment you haven't needed to do more damage.
True, okay.
Plus, if you can activate the linked quality with 2 advantages, then you're already good. It's probably going to blow up.
Oh, yeah. So it's a gunnery check, right?
Good to check, yes. The check you excel at.
Mm-hmm. I can link it.
Alright, so it does,
If this doesn't kill it, I can reroll it.
you've got to decide now, I think.
To have to decide now. Judging from damage other people have done, because I didn't actually wasn't hit. Will they kill it? I don't think this will kill it. Oh, miss some.
Just depends whether you think like it being linked is going to kill it. Because keep in mind, because essentially it's going to be what 5 damage for the guns, so 6 damage per shot. So per both times. So 6 and 6, but then you reduce it by its armor value each time. So it just depends whether you think the reduction is going to be enough. Because although it shields it down, its armor's still there.
Oh, roll again, why not? That was even worse, okay. I should get the first one.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Right.
So,
Yeah, just so you know, it wouldn't have taken it out.
I
Yeah.
figured it didn't.
So, alright. So this first one does take a bit of damage. It looks reasonably damaged. Well, moderately so. Who's
This
next?
is why I needed a desktop.
I'll go next. Sorry.
Oh, just one quick thing, sorry. Azana, because you did get the 1 advantage. What do you want to spend it on? Page 252 is for
I mean, I never read the page, I just come up with random stuff.
Keep in mind you've only got 1.
I know, I can't do anything fun with 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, which is why I'm saying
Yes,
page
I'll
252.
I'll just boost the next person. Is that a thing I can do?
Yep, that's the way you can
Cool,
do
I'll do
it.
that.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So, Rolo, you get a boost die from that. Boost die because of ambush.
Okay.
Boost die because of true aim.
Yeah.
And an upgrade on both sides.
Is it an upgrade on the negative side?
Yes, an upgrade on the negative side. 2 difficulty with an upgrade. And which one are you shooting at?
I'll finish off the one that's been shot at already.
Okay. God.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
Is that what?
Wow.
Is that right?
yep, seems right. Yep, seems right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Is he dead?
Yep, he's gone. Oh, God,
Oh,
guys.
thank God for
Right,
that.
so you have... Oh, yeah, I should go through that. So you got 9 advantages to spend.
Oh
And you
God.
don't have enough shit to spend them on.
Come up with some business. Make it so the other one can't shoot. Or falls out the sky for a bit. Or crashes into an asteroid. 9 advantage, go nuts.
Oh, when you shot this one, it explodes and the wing just clips and the other guy just takes it off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it a destroy from that, just damage if he really wanted to do that. And that would probably take most of his advantages to do that, if I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not like you don't
Hit
have
this
any...
already damaged one to knock it into an asteroid to do more damage to it, which, you know, kills it.
Well, he just blew up the already damaged one.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I mean, if I made the one I destroyed hit another one, how many are you saying that would cost?
Like, well, what else do you want to spend it on?
Use the force to curve the.
Doesn't have the force. Doesn't have the force.
Well, I'm wondering if I have 3 left over.
More than likely, yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that then.
I'm assuming you're gonna do the 2 boosts to probably Tail and Xyz next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to say that it's done it. So I'm just going to move this one down because things are in the way. God damn it. Alright. Alright, yeah, so it's done a bit of damage to that one. Oh yeah, I don't even need that guy anymore because he's fucking dead. Alright, Taylor next. Who are you shooting? After
The one he just damaged.
Alright. So... Christ. So you got 4 boost dice. It's 2 difficulty. 2 upgrades your side, 1 upgrade difficulty side, 4 boost die. God damn it, this is supposed to be fairly difficult because they're
I mean, it was. I'll miss this one now.
What be 4 boost die with 2 upgrades on your side?
You can watch. They'll all be empty.
You know what? Hold up. Fuck it. I'm using the dark side point.
What?
Oh, it's
Ah,
too,
come on.
too late. Too late. You already
Wait, what would a
bonused.
dark boy point have done?
It would have upgraded the difficulty, so you would have got a second red instead of that purple, but worst it would have done is just knocked off a difficulty or 2, so to be honest, regardless, just another kaboom. And then what are Kuta and Fel doing in this?
You want to show?
I mean, you might as well.
Right. So Taylor, what do you want to use your advantage on? Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, so that's me.
Yeah,
what?
yes, you Taylor. Your advantage.
I've only got one. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's dead already. I don't know. Boost the next guy.
Cool, so who's going next? Don't jump at it, guys, come on.
Don't-
Simple,
I-
simple.
We already said Phil.
Yeah, okay, me.
Finally moved and get the message. Yeah, so yeah, you shoot. Boost die because of Talon. Boost die because we're not expecting you to break off and know where they are. And do you want to aim for another boost die? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Might as well.
Might as well. Yeah, 3 boost die. Upgrade it once on their side, and fuck it, dark side point. Upgrade it a second time on their side.
Okay, and what's the difficulty on it?
2. So basically,
2 and 2.
yes, 2 and 2. So basically, you're gonna be rolling 2 reds in this case.
Oh, mine wasn't 2. Oh, I upgraded it then.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. So you. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
Move this down again. So you've caused some damage. It's moderately damaged. What do you want to use all that advantage on? What's the critical rating of the weapon? It's
3.
3. You can literally do a critical roll if you really want to do one.
What does a crit do?
It kind of messes with their ship, really.
I might as well.
Alright, so I want you to roll a D100, please. Tailspin. All firing from the ship or vehicle suffers 2 setback until the end of the pilot's next turn. All crew members are immobilized to the end. Okay, so he's gonna suffer 2 setback if it survives.
And then I'm gonna do the linked property, I guess.
Alright, cool. So you do more damage. It is still up, I'm afraid. It looks like it's about to fall apart though. And it's in a fucking tailspin, so you know. Alright, go ahead, Kuta. Finish it off.
Let's shoot at it, I guess.
Alright, you get the boost die for the surprise and the boost die for aim, and that's all you get.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
It's 2, and you know what? I'm also going to do a dark side point again, so could you upgrade it twice? I'm trying anything at this point to try and keep him alive.
Right, so is it 2 purple and 2 red?
No, it's 2 purple, and then in the upgrade box on the difficulty side, just plus 2. Yeah, that should turn the 2 purple to 2 red.
Okay then.
Come on, for God's sake, please.
Did you just type your name into the character thing?
Yeah, on the vehicle sheet,
Yeah.
basically where the gun thing is, underneath where it says character name, just put in your character's name, whatever it is in the character sheet,
Did
and it should pull it through.
I thought I
Right,
did
I
that
think
for
I think
everyone.
you did because I don't know if it. Well, mine had the
Oh no, I
original
haven't done it for Adam.
generated
okay.
name. Mine had the original
Why
generated
did I
name.
not put Adam's in?
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's because I didn't.
Really?
I didn't know your name at the time.
Oh, he didn't get Adam.
Curious, I might actually get to use it. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately you do miss. Destiny was not on your side this time.
Can I use a destiny point to get boost die on it?
No, too late. Too late. And it wouldn't be a boost die, it'd just be an upgrade to another green die, but yeah, sorry. Right, so, could I now have everyone roll me fucking initiative, please?
How long is this guy gonna last?
It depends if he gets to go first or not.
Which one are you rolling?
Cool, I assume.
Yeah, you guys call, he's vigilance.
Oh, wait, what's that? That's a despair.
Wait.
Oh, guys,
That's a
guys.
There we go.
You're rolling other dice.
Yes,
You
you're
shouldn't
rolling,
be.
you're rolling the
Oh.
next dice.
Shit,
Oh,
I'd upgraded dice in that.
God.
It always happens.
Okay, hang on, right, so, sorry, let's have a look, so, 02 is correct, 11 is correct, 12 is correct. Right, so, could I have,
My actual roll should be 2 successive 1.
so could I have Fel and Kuta re-roll, no boost, no difficulty, or upgrades or anything like that on it? Fuck.
Woo! I got better.
Double fuck. Drat and double drat. Fuck. Who wants to go first?
I mean, ambush crew, surely.
This is supposed to be difficult to deal with because their ships are yours.
Can I try again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to try.
Since Asana was the
Fire
only one
away.
who didn't do anything, who didn't actually do anything the first time around.
So, what am I rolling?
Right. He's no longer surprised.
Yeah.
So you don't get that boost, but you can aim for 1 boost. So if you want to aim,
Okay.
you get 1 boost,
Mhm.
2 difficulty,
Yeah.
I'm once again doing dark side to upgrade it, so upgrade it twice. So gunnery check with 1 boost, 2 difficulty, 2 upgrades on difficulty, please.
Okay.
Again, I'm trying anything to keep the guy alive. Anything. I'm desperate.
Okay, so what happens?
Oh, come on, please, please. I want this
Can you
guy
use
to
a
die.
light side point to boost it?
He can
I
do-
mean, can I use two? Can I use 2 destiny points in a turn?
No, not for 1 check.
No. In that case, I'm gonna try and save it.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like it's barely holding together, so if you hit, you've got it. Thank
What did that do?
God you missed.
Oh.
Missed?
You do have 3 advantages to spend though.
Can I?
Stop trying to come up with crazy shit.
What? It's fun. That's what advantages are for.
I know.
Who wants to be boring when you can have asteroids hit the ship? Can I have asteroids?
No, you're not having
I'll be
asteroids
taking
hit
a
the
little
ship.
part.
You missed. You can't have an asteroid hit the ship.
An asteroid
Well, no, it-
explodes and his thing gets pelted with glass. and
Oh,
stuff.
he gets so
Not glass,
surprised by the
rocks.
shot.
I mean, he's
flies
already in
in.
he's
Right,
already in a
fucking
tailspin, for
swerve.
fuck's sake.
Yeah.
He's already in a tailspin.
Tailspins a bit more into someone else's shot and explodes.
Can you please not? No, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
No.
I want him to survive! Desperately! Obviously, if you're here, I can't do anything about that, but I'm trying to make him survive. That's why I'm using all these dark side points.
All his weapons fail. You know, it like hits him, doesn't do any damage, but causes like electrical failure to make the weapon stop working.
But the thing is, technically, he's still close, so he doesn't have a shield. That would only work if shot technically hits. It technically didn't.
Technically it did, it didn't do any damage.
It missed. Sorry. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
Fine, I'll just boost the next person.
Alright, cool.
It's gonna be boring.
Alright. Alright, who's next?
Can I double boost them, or
Yeah, you can. Yeah, well, it depends.
I will
It
double
depends.
boost the best person? Who
Well-
wants to go next?
Yeah, that's the thing. Whoever goes next, because you can do one to specify a character, and then one is just for next.
Okay.
Somebody
Who wants
good
to
at
go
shooting.
next?
Rolo.
Amber,
Rollo.
we're trying to stay information.
Who'd like to go
Hi.
next?
Rolo, basically.
Rollo.
Rolo's
I
got
will
the mustache.
boost
Rollo,
Rollo.
Rollo.
And the next person.
Alright, which is probably Rolo.
Okay.
Alright, so, are you true aiming by any chance?
I'm moving behind this asteroid and not doing anything.
Are you actually doing that?
I
Jake-
boost
Jacob, just shoot the guy, come on.
I kind of want to see what he does.
I mean, I will go afterwards anyway to show you what he could do.
I've already done this now.
I boost Roller.
I mean, I assumed you were just gonna throw it about, so.
This. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Right, so it's Jacob. Are you just hiding behind an asteroid, or are you actually gonna shoot this thing?
I know.
Just make it a clean sweep. Come on, man.
How many boosts do I get?
Well, you get 2 from Azana, and then you can aim for true aim for a third one, which also gives you an upgrade.
2 difficulty, 1 upgrade.
Make it 2 upgrades. Again, I'm being desperate. Please. I don't want to freak.
Oh god, I did get a despair.
Oh yeah, that's gonna do anything. Let me check something. Well, first of all, describe how you want to do it, because he's dead. He's gone.
Ram him at top speed.
So basically, you want to be shooting at him and you want to basically ram him. Huh?
Yeah, shoot him and then fly through the explosion.
Oh, that's sweet.
Cool. Alright, cool. So,
I'm not gonna look at what
5v1,
the
you nearly got a
stairs
shot at
do.
that.
right. So as you do that, you go through it, and fuck, god damn it.
You also blew up.
Yeah.
You go through, and your some of the debris from the explosion from the ship hits your weapons and temporarily knocks them offline.
Oh no.
Not for long, but long enough for just going. Oh, no.
It's inconvenient.
Come on, guys! I can't believe that. My fucking rock hard chips. Well, not rock hard chips. They're fucking British fuck, but god damn it! Right. After all that, the freighter captain go. Wow, I didn't even see your 3 friends up there.
Yes.
Wow,
be a bad.
I'm glad you were sent as our escort. Let's get these supplies for you to your base, shall we?
Yeah.
And the rest of the trip, is just very uneventful, to be brutally honest. Kind of flying there, feeling good about yourselves. Maybe chuckling of how crap the pilots of this base apparently are. Like, come on, guys! Fucking, we saw these fuckers. How could you not? So, you guys make it back to the base. The transport has to land at the research facility under the pretense of delivering them supplies. But the supplies will be taken down to the rebel base, whereas you guys go into the secret hangar. And once again, this time the mechanics not only look quite shocked, like their jaws are like hanging like open and shit. That kind of thing, like you guys get out, do the high fives. I'm assuming again, and they're just like, how?
Very easily.
Apparently so. Did they get to fire a shot at you this time, or?
Best put some
Shot
fucking
us.
champagne in that fucking freighter.
God damn. Alright, go report to the commander again. Fucking hell. Why can't you guys be stationed here?
Because
Too
Better
good.
things to do.
Am I right in thinking this calls for Corellian whiskey?
Yeah, down straight, and I think there's some in my pocket.
You post that in your pocket. You post that in your pocket.
Oh
You,
man, a real haul today.
you post that in your pocket.
Yeah. God.
Fucking hell. So as you guys are walking down the hallway, chugging this Corellian whiskey, people standing agape at what the fuck you guys have been able to do. You go see... Fucking hell. Oh my god. You go see Alora, and she's just like... The hell? How? Our pilots aren't even untrained. They're pretty skilled pilots. They had so much difficulty. Couldn't even get a shot off at the whatever those things were. You guys, no fucking difficulty whatsoever. Apparently.
Luckily Irish.
I guess it takes a special kind of person to be Spec Ops. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wish you guys were sent earlier, but damn, you guys are fucking effective. Now, so how many have you blown up now, by the way? 6. It was 6.
6.
That's probably, if for a prototype thing, I imagine that's probably all they've got. I wouldn't think they'd have
That's the
any more.
point. They look. I mean, they look like a variant of a tie, right?
Yes.
And we all know
Mhm.
that they don't have hyperdrive.
Maybe this one does.
Maybe
I'm
this
pretty sure
one
we
does.
noticed if there was a Star Destroyer, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but maybe they've got like some little carrier hidden off somewhere. You know, usually TIE fighters, as I'm sure you know, Thailand, don't have hyperdrive. They've got to be carried places. You're never going to find them by themselves.
We should probably inspect the wreckages.
Yeah. If we can find any remnants of hyperdrives.
Do you want to like fly out and do that now, or?
Send one of the other pilots.
Or you want to send one of the? So you want to send one of the pilots from the base?
Oh no, I don't want to send them. He'll probably die. Okay.
Probably crash into the wreckage.
can I say he's got plus 12?
It is.
That's
it is. Right.
Telescope.
Right. So, the last thing I'm just going to say before we call it is that Alora will say to you, I'm going to assume that's the last of those ships, whatever they are. So I think this calls for a celebration. Obviously, you will be the guests of honor with everything you've done for us,
Yeah.
and and if there's nothing else that you guys want to do beforehand, you'll go off to a celebration. Right. Or the very least,
We've really already started.
Or at the very least, we're going to stop it here. The start of the next session will be you guys. If you want to do anything before the celebration, fine. If not, you'll go to the celebration, and we'll go from there. Fucking hell, guys.
Did alright there, didn't we?
I think doing alright is a fucking understatement.
Was there any
and
surprise?
Fucking half. Jesus goddamn Christ.
Could I have them plan with me?
Right.
Up there for thinking, down there for dancing.
So, everyone is going to get. Everyone who showed up today is going to get 10 XP.
Woo woo.
Now, for duty, I'm just trying to think. I might do it where you guys kind of just fight. Adam, do you think you've earned anything for your intelligence thing? 'Cause you didn't really find much out, did you? I'm gonna come back to Dannielle because yours is a bit more complicated. Michael, combat victory. Well, I mean, have a
We
good.
fought the Empire.
have a good fight. Have a good fat fight for duty points for that. Will personnel? Well, you did save that that thing. You did save
Oh, the
that
freighter.
that freighter. Yeah, you did protect it. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
He also sent a droid to its death.
I mean,
So it
Oh,
counts for
he-
nothing anyway.
yeah. Right. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't think anyone else did anything to get anything for theirs. Oh no, Dannielle. I'm
Did
gonna
the TIE fighters not drop any
Was
guns?
Chiss? Oh, yeah.
Not ones I can carry away.
Right. Dannielle, because it's relatively
Go around with a big
minor, I'm just
magnet.
gonna give you 3 points this time.
That's fine.
Yeah. Since you guys are going through an alarming fucking rate. Jesus Christ.
How did we
If
get
I'm
these
for-
duties? Was that random again?
Where
I
was
can't
it?
remember.
No, that's never mind.
How did you
The
get
duty we got, was that random? Was
What?
that something I picked?
But that it was.
No,
I
the
think-
combat thing. I've got
Yeah.
combat.
I think you all rolled
I've
randomly.
picked mine, I think.
I think you all rolled
Oh, I know,
randomly to
yeah.
see what you got, and then I don't know if anyone changed it.
I
Yeah.
think I rolled randomly and then completely ignored it.
Yeah, I think that's what you might have done. Yeah,
Standard.
that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, so the total duty you have is 11. Okay, so I'll need that for next time. And goddamn, you guys.
One heck of a team.
God, Jesus Christ.
What you meant to say.
What did we get XP wise?
10.
10. Okay.
10 XP.
Keep forgetting to do the level ups.
Yeah.
What did I get on duty?
What was I say?
What did I get on duty then?
You didn't get anything for this because the mission isn't technically over yet. Now I will say you will get bonus duty when you do complete the mission, if you choose to do this extra bit, which I imagine you probably would, but that's fine. So alright, thank you everyone for watching. This has been Cookie38 and friends. Sign off for now, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.